Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry and today is Tuesday, February 28. The time is 4 a.m. GMT. Today we're going to look at the chart of Alphabet. This is a 30-minute chart here. We can see Alphabet still continues to go down as of now, and looking to finish with 4 rally with one more potentially marginal low before finishing the C leg and then finishing with 2 as well, and then start running higher, right? So assuming we can do one more marginal low, this rally here can fill somewhere around this area 91.06, 92.12 before turning lower, but it will be a marginal low if that happens at all, right? But I think the more important thing is to look at the larger degree to see where we are. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly time frame here. Now we can see on the weekly Alphabet here made a all-time high back in 2022 February. Since then, it has already corrected from 150 all the way down to 83. So that's almost a 50% of all-time correction. Now, what else can we see here? It looks like the recent rally, it looks to have broken the trend line, the bearish trend line, right? If you look at the RSI, also looks like it has started a new leg to the upside. And so far, we got only a 3 swing so far, but we got a couple of options here, okay? The assumption here is this cycle is finished, and therefore probably we can hold above this previous low back in last year and then start to turn higher. Now this is wave 2, so that means this is your wave 1, right? So this is your wave 2 here, so that means we are ending wave 1 here. And I know this one looks like a clear 3 waves, but it could be a nest, right? So a couple of options depending whether one is bearish or bullish with the market. If one is, I can make a case for both, right? If one is bearish, you could count this ABC, but then the question is, will this ABC here enough, assuming the cycle ended, which looks like it did because it breaks the channel, right? Let's try to measure the extension. Now technically we have not reached the 100% for Alphabet here, so we can ideally reach a 72, but it breaks the channel, so the conclusion is the cycle likely completed. Okay, assuming one is bearish, for example, not bullish, then that means this is an ABC, and then with an ABC you have an option of continuing the bearish trend, because again, after 3 years correction, that is usually the end of the correction, right? Correction is always in 3 swing or 7 swing, but this 3 swing so far is a little bit too shallow if you want to correct this entire decline. It could, but it's a little bit too shallow. It's only 40%, and if it does break below this low, then the implication is that you're gonna repeat the same leg like this, but then project it from here. So you're gonna extend lower, but that will be looks extremely bearish if that's the case. So you're gonna be looking for something like this, right? You're gonna be looking for something like this, and it can go all the way down to 39. Doesn't look realistic, to be honest. Anything is possible, but you know, that's almost like 80% correction. It's almost like the end of the world type of scenario, from 150 back all the way down to 2016. I guess again, everything is possible. That's another option if truly the market is super bearish, right? Otherwise, another option will be the less bearish option is more likely, even if it is bearish. That is, this is only ending the W, and then this is your X, and then once it's complete, retesting this trend line, maybe we can do another leg up like this, doing a bigger 7 swing. So then you have more room to I mean, if it goes down from here, then at least it's not going to go to 39 anymore. It's going to be higher, maybe like 60 or 70. That will be a little bit more realistic, rather than going to, you know, like 40 or $30, right? So that will be the less bearish view. And then the bullish view is simply that this cycle ended and then you start a new bullish leg. But so far, because we only have 3 ways up from the low, so if you want to be bullish, then this could be a nest, like a 1 2 1 2, and then once this wave 2 is finished, you can extend higher in a wave 3 of 3, right? So that will be several options we got, but for now we break above the channel, and so it looks like it's starting a new leg higher. And then if you take a look at other stock, like for example Tesla, now you notice the rally from the low in Tesla, it looks impulsive, suggesting that if it does another leg lower, again, I think it still can see another leg up because the first leg is an impulse. So in the same way here, when you look at the Alphabet, then the same thing can be said. If Tesla is going to extend higher, then maybe Alphabet also can extend higher while holding above this October low. Now another choice, which is not the preferred count, will be just simply we still continue to trend lower within the same cycle from February here. So that means, let's say if you label this WX, then this is continuation lower from this peak. So then the way you measure the target on the downside is going to be using this one as your connector, right? This one is your connector, measuring the equal leg on the downside. And the reason this is not very likable as a primary count is because it looks like this cycle is complete because it breaks out of the channel. So when it breaks out of the channel, we conclude that this is no longer active. The cycle is no longer active. So you have to call something done here. Either this is ending your entire correction, or this is only ending the first leg, the W, and so on. Okay, so that's basically what we are looking at. Again, I explained the alternate. That doesn't mean to confuse you, but basically so that you are aware of all the possible other options. But the primary is still very clear that we are looking for Google, Alphabet to find support soon, at least for a 3-ways reaction. So after we retest this trend line here, at least for a 3-ways reaction or extension higher, while holding above this low back in October right here. So that will be in the primary view. Okay, so that's the update for Alphabet. And if you do want to get more regular updates on stock, indices, ETF, Forex, cryptos, commodities, feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and I'll see you all again next time. Have a nice day, everyone.